On this adventure, we're heading to Seattle, to the Pacific Northwest, to explore this city. Quick passage through security and a smooth walk to our gate.
Hey Victoria, what do we have for dinner before we fly?
McDonald's.
A guilty fast food pleasure is chicken nuggets. We hung out at the gate and watched the plane get ready for our journey to Seattle. Hey Audrey,
Hi.
where are we going tonight?
We are going to Seattle.
Who are we going to see in Seattle?
Uncle Carl.
Yeah, we gonna do anything fun while we're in Seattle?
We are going to go to museums, an open market, and maybe a glass museum.
Huh? I'm hoping to eat some seafood.
Mhm.
Sound good? Our plane was an older member of the United Fleet. It was pretty snug inside, but we made ourselves pretty comfortable. Enjoyed the flight. Nice takeoff from Denver. Soon we were in the air above the mile-high city, and as you can see, there were some beautiful, beautiful sights of the city lights as we flew over. About time until we hit the foothills, and then the clouds started to come, which is pretty much the case for the rest of the flight into Seattle. As you might expect, Seattle weather was rainy, and well, that's part of the whole charm.
We're in Seattle and it's like 9.
It's 9 and it's like yucky outside. How are you feeling?
Tired?
Yeah, you can sleep in the car, okay?
No.
No? Alright, bye.
Before we knew it, we were off the plane and headed to get our rental car at the rental car station in Seattle, which is a bit of a bus ride from the airport. They gave us an Infiniti crossover, which is kind of a fun little car to explore the city with. And we got to our rental pretty nicely in time for dinner. All right, everybody, so we are in our rental here in West Seattle. I'm gonna show you the outside really fast. Got a nice porch, it's getting kind of wet with the rain. You can see the ocean there, and a couple minutes ago, you could actually see Bainbridge Island across the sound. It's a great little house here along the Alki Beach, and it's a record store theme. So the whole house is just decorated with this awesome music memorabilia, and the coolest part is it has a record player and an amazing collection of vinyl that I've been going through, and I found some really cool stuff. Echo and the Bunnymen, Pet Shop Boys, little Eddie Vedder, a little bit of everything. This is a living room and kitchen. So over here, there's Audrey. Hey Audrey.
Hi.
What's in here?
This is the kitchen and Uncle Carl is making crepes.
Yeah.
And then microwave this.
Of course, it's Seattle, so we have coffee.
Then we have a laundry room.
Laundry room. Oops, okay. And then what's over here?
And then over here's bathroom.
There's somebody in there? Yep, somebody's in the bathroom.
And then
There's bedroom number
first
1. This is
bedroom.
Mom and Papa's bedroom. A little chaotic still. We checked in pretty late last night. All right, and then you go up a set of stairs.
Yep.
Once again, very music themed. All these like handbells placed to the wall. Very groovy.
And then we have this loft
Little lounge
area.
loft area. Once again, another stereo with a record player.
Yep. And then this
You have
small,
this window.
Yep. And then this small
Harry Potter bedroom.
slanted room. Yes.
Yeah.
Then second bedroom, which
Yeah.
me and Victoria are sleeping in.
Yeah. Once again, music themed. You got all sorts of music people up here. Okay.
Yep.
And then this is Uncle Carl's bedroom.
Uncle Carl.
Once again,
Music themed.
it's a great house. All right. And that
It's
concludes
very
the tour.
music themed.
The next morning we got up, and of course we were greeted with some rainy weather. Made for a really cozy morning.
Oh.
And the clouds cleared, and we decided to head out and check out our little neighborhood here on Alki Beach. Watch out for that tree branch. You'll hit your head.
This is where Papa.
Watch your head, Jeremy. Okay.
Dude, look at my car. It has all the leaves on it.
Just because you wanted some decent.
Yeah, where are we at?
We are at the coast in the Bay of Seattle, or in a bay in Seattle.
Right. This is Alki Beach.
Alki Beach.
It's a special little location to have that combination of town and sea and mountains. It's beautiful.
I know that's you.
We didn't come all this way for nature. We wanted to head into town and check out Pike's Place Market. It's kind of a sprawling indoor European-style market. It's kind of special. You don't see these in the United States very often anymore. Lots of little vendors and artisans in the first little section. The best part, if you ask me, comes later. Seattle is known for its fresh seafood, and you see the Sea's Bounty right here. This is just one of many seafood vendors with a slight sense of humor. Audrey, where are we?
At the gumbo.
What is this?
It's
It is lots and lots and lots of gum all over the What do you think of the gum wall? Ew.
She's not kidding, it is kind of ew. The highlight for the girls definitely was this bakery where they make fresh crumpets. You can see them being made right there on the griddle. And man, I'm telling you, they were delicious. Audrey chose to eat hers with butter and honey, and as you can tell, she's in an altered state, enjoying the wonderful sweet butter.
Victoria, what are you eating? What? Are they as good as the ones in England? Are they as good as the ones Mommy's makes? They're pretty good. Audrey, what do you got?
I have a steamed barbecue dumpling.
How's it taste?
Amazing.
Victoria has recently become a Starbucks fan. Here she is in front of the original Starbucks here at Pike's Place Market. We had a wonderful time walking around the market, and as you can see, we're going to go check out some of the skyscrapers of the Seattle skyline. But while we did so, we had a nice little walk through the neighborhoods that surround the market. There's lots of cute restaurants. But then there's also this modern section of Seattle with an up-to-date skyline with buildings that reach up and touch the sky. Pretty leafy streets to walk along. And then an amazing view of this sprawling but quite charming city.
So Carl took us up to his office. As you can see, it's pretty high up. You can see this Space Needle back there. Seattle, pretty wild.
One of the nice things about Seattle is you have a lot of options for public transit. You've got tram lines, you've got buses, you even have a monorail that we're going to ride in a little bit. Well, the monorail's a little touristy. It was kind of fun to take this from downtown Seattle out to the Sky Needle, Space Needle, and check out the Chule Garden.
Hey Audrey,
Hi.
what did we just do?
We just rode the monorail and the Space Needle is right there.
What? Look at that. It's right there.
We were really lucky to catch Seattle right in the end of fall, so there were plenty of beautiful fall leaves, but the temperatures were mild and the weather, actually once the clouds cleared, was pretty crisp, clear, and comfortable. gardens are something quite spectacular. These outdoor glass sculptures embedded in a beautiful garden that's been kind of tailored for the season. So here, this fall, we get to learn a little bit about how glass is made.
Constricted part. And a pop ball.
Very spacey or neatly.
Inside the museum are even more sculptures of varieties of shapes and sizes and colors. It's quite interesting to explore the spaces they create for these sculptures with different themes, different colored lights. It's quite the breathtaking experience. Back at the house, we start digging into records and spinning some platters on the turntable. And Audrey finds her favorite. Right across the street from our house is a wonderful multi-mile path that takes us into these breathtaking sights of downtown Seattle. So we went out for a nice run in the morning. This is a gray day, but we made the most of it and enjoyed the miles we put on running through the fall leaves along the seaside.
Alright, Audrey, what are we doing?
We are eating at a German pub.
Yeah, so we're gonna have
Brats, pretzels,
ham hock.
ham hock,
And what's Papa and Carl having?
beer.
Beer.
After a spectacular German lunch, we headed out to the Boeing Museum of Flight. Located at an airport, it is chock full of historic and important aircraft of note.
So we're at the Museum of Flight. There's an Electra behind me.
Well, you know, it takes one to know one. Museum takes you from the very early days of flight all the way up to the modern day. You can hear is a Soyuz capsule used to get to the International Space Station, which is a Russian build. There's plenty of space for airplanes out in the hangar, here are some historical aircraft, including a Concorde, an Aircraft One, a test bed for the 747 platform, as well as a 787 Dreamliner, and some fighter aircraft. So we're just kind of explore this space, climb on some airplanes, and have a grand old time.
Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly from the river if you keep it tight. Love the world and keep the sky alive.
So nothing nice.
Look, there's like a real stove. So this was President Nixon's Air Force One. Look at the seats, so comfy. And this is where Nixon took a shit. Not low flat. But it only takes like 2 hours to fly from New York to London.
Then can we do the whatever that one is?
Yeah, 747. I'd love to do a 747. Look at the size. Look at the size of these engines. This is crazy. I mean, I need a child for scale. Come here.
What? That's how big they are?
Yeah.
What the? This is a Dreamliner.
Is this the 787? Or is this the 777?
What's up is down, what's left is right.
So these ones reflected.
Chasing stars and holding you.
See at the windows?
That's very tinted.
I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Wow.
Okay.
Like first smooth.
Pretty cool, huh? And we'll heads up this way. Yeah, it's a lot newer than when we were on the other day.
This is a new plane?
But look at how big an airplane is, Audrey, without any seats in it.
I know you could like live in this space.
Right?
I mean, I could totally live in a airplane and use like that for storage, install a kitchen,
Yeah.
install a big bathroom with water and stuff. I mean, there's so much space.
Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world and keep the sky alive.
747. So this was the large max capacity long haul flight you go back and forth to Europe with, or Asia with, before there was the original Dreamliner, which is the 777, or the next Dreamliner, the 787 that you guys have flown. But Papa remembers used to take these back and forth to London all the time.
Cool. But when you were in
Yep. It's a double decker. There's 2 floors inside. I don't know, we'll see. We didn't get to see the crew rest compartment in the Dreamliner. That would have been kind of cool. Aww. Conditions.
So there wouldn't be passengers in there.
Well, there'd be some passengers, but not many. It'd mostly be engineers and pilots and stuff. Look at this. You can sit in the back and look out there.
I thought you were showing the hopper over there.
That's a Harrier. Actually, really kind of tiny. There's an amazing collection of World War II aircraft, as well as some incredible survivors from aircraft from the First World War. These 2 galleries are pretty fun to explore. They're very interpretive. There's lots of information about both the aircraft and the people that operated them. Didn't really appreciate the airplane sounds and machine guns in the background, but kind of adds
Yeah,
to the
Hi.
drama.
Where are we?
We're in the Museum of Flight in the World War I section.
Yeah. What do you think so far of World War I airplanes?
Cool.
They're like kites with motors. And machine guns.
True. They're mostly just kites with motors that look really scary to drive and really loud to drive.
I bet so.
Imagine if that's really true.
So this is a Spitfire. This is a British fighter.
So Audrey, this is a Spitfire aircraft.
This was the main defender over Great Britain. And they used what's called a Merlin engine.
There's some pretty amazing aircraft. Here's some carrier-based, propeller-driven aircraft from that World War II era. It's pretty amazing the way they can fold these wings up and yet still fly and operate at the performance levels they needed to be military aircraft.
She worked as the secretary in the theater.
You can call me
As we explore the rest of the museum, there's a lovely section on the space race. Here we see a Mercury capsule hung up there with its accessory pack still attached. There's a lunar lander, the upper stage of it. That would be the portion that the astronauts lived in and then used to return to the command module that was orbiting the Earth. There's the command module. Much more spacious than you
Apollo
think.
capsule, I never
They look really spacious.
They are.
No, not bad. So look in there.
And then in the main gallery, you can see all these amazing aircraft from all different eras.
What's the difference?
There's a Wright Flyer to kind of start you, and end as you walk out of the section. There's a historic jetliner simulator for US Air, which has a special place in my heart. A bunch of other aircraft as well. A modified version of the Blackbird, kind of titanium spy plane. There's some fighter air class. There's a Electra, kind of airplane that Amelia Earhart flew. But just kind of an amazing collection of aircraft displayed like this. It's just something you don't see very often. There's only a couple places in the world where you can see this many aircraft in this small of a space.
Hey
Of
girls.
so many different
Who's
generations.
it next to?
Earhart, is that you?
What about the shiny airplane behind you? What's that all about?
So that's the type of airplane she tried to fly across all around the world when she disappeared.
Yeah, it's an Electra.
Really sneak.
Mama.
Give me a camera. Audrey, Blackbird pilots.
Ooh, the back of this is a lot more comfortable.
And as we leave the museum, we leave it as we began. There's the Wright Flyer, first powered aircraft that ever existed. The next morning we got up and had a family run. It was spectacular, a little run in the drizzle. We had a great time running along the ocean side on that amazing trail there at Alki Beach. Then we headed out to the university area, went to a Taiwanese dumpling place. You can see them making the dumplings here in the window, and I'm telling you, these are some of the best soup dumplings I've had, period. The girls loved them. Once they got a hold of them, had their first taste, they devoured them. We had to keep ordering extra orders of steamed soup dumplings. Stop. Okay, go ahead and grab it.
So put it on. Put your spoon over there. There you go. Good job. You can poke it.
All right, ladies, how was lunch?
It was great.
What'd you eat, Victoria? How many? We had some fun rainy weather as we explored the University of Washington campus. What an amazing, amazing and beautiful campus. We got really lucky in catching the fall leaves as we explored the rainy courtyards and quads of this quite beautiful, beautiful campus. But as our long weekend wrapped up, we were back on a plane, headed home, back to Denver. What a fantastic flight. Some beautiful scenes of the sound there as we flew out of the Seattle-Tacoma airport. Pretty amazing city. We're definitely going to have to head back. As the plane flew higher and higher above the cloud cover that was forming, we noticed some stratovolcanoes, really aptly named, sticking out above the clouds. Kind of an epic way to end our journey to the Pacific Northwest is to see some of the volcanoes that shape this amazing part of the country, this amazing landscape. And as we got home, we started to recognize the landscape flying over northern Colorado. You can see Carter Lake coming up here. Spent many, many weekends and weekdays there during the summer as a kid, swimming in the beach, water skiing with friends. Also, one of the lakes up there is Pinewood Reservoir. I used to go there fishing all the time with my dad. In the upper right hand of the screen, kind of brings back a lot of memories. It's kind of cool to fly over this area, very close to where I used to live in Berthoud. Finally, we flew over our own neighborhood in Brighton and Commerce City and Reunion, and then we landed and got home.